Today, we're going to be taking a look at a route that is very unique that you can find in the gun bunch tight end. And this is a slow jog or a walk route that allows you to filter in against zone in various areas of the field late in the play. And the ability to custom stem this route so it breaks short to attack pockets underneath or at the intermediate level of the field, not only to the outside, but also over the middle, can deem itself very valuable within this offense. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell, get out that pen and pad, and let's get after it. Now, the route that we're going to be taking a look at here today can be found in the play known as deep smash in the bunch tight end. I am in the Seattle Seahawks offense, for those that are wondering, just like pretty much every other video here on the channel. You guys can get a lot of offense here out of this playbook, so there's plenty of awesome free resources. So again, make sure you're subscribed. The reason that I like this play is that Devin Hester on this route is going to be able to slow jog. So depending on where the hole in the zone is, you'll be able to kind of exploit underneath very, very effectively. So what I want to do here is I want to kind of set up the #1 defense that you face online, which is the loop blitz meta with basically the crossfire or the ram the guard. With this, you have a hard flat on each side of the field and one hook curl in the middle of the field. You have deep zones, 4 of which are behind this. So it's pretty easy to attack underneath. But one of the things that you have to do is you have to get the flat zone out of the way. So I'm going to use what's called a horizontal stretch with Roma Dunze. Now, the thing about this route that makes it so good is that it slow walks off the line. And as I've mentioned already, you can custom stem this up or down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up. So it's only about a 6 or a 7 yard out route, but the speed at which Devin Hester is going to run this is going to make it far more open than what we would experience with, for instance, a regular out route. And I'll contrast that here momentarily. So I'm going to go ahead and just block this blitz and we'll go ahead and snap the football. And you're going to see that Hester does this slow jog and then you're able to do this little possession catch. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, Zan, zig routes, why wouldn't you just run a zig route? Yes, by all means, zig routes are very, very popular. Great way to attack the sideline here, but they don't have that custom stem ability that I'm going to show you momentarily. You could get a similar effect with a zig route by just having it break over the middle, and then you could actually kind of run a little bit more after the catch. But as I just mentioned, and probably the 3rd time in this video already, we can custom stem it. Part of the thing that makes this so great is that with the cover 4 hard flat, the intermediate sideline is wide open. So if we set up this route where we make it an intermediate route in a flood, all we then need to do is make sure that we put the outside receiver on a streak to drive off the deep zones. And you can take this route even up a little bit further and then just stretch horizontally in the flat. Now, if you go ahead and do this, my recommendation would be to attack the other side of the field. So you're not just making a 1-2 high-low read. Maybe you give yourself a a combo over the top. Maybe you give yourself a flat check down with the seam inside, whatever it is you want to do here with this. But again, regardless of what you do, you're going to see here that this slow walk by Hester is so valuable and it gets into a really tender area of the field. And there's a lot of after the catch potential if you have any ball carrier moves on your receiver or you have somebody that is just quick and agile that you can outstick your opponent with. So this is a really, really cool feature of this route. Now, the other thing that you could do is drive off the coverage vertically. Again, the vertical component of this is such a slow jog that the deeper you make this is actually going to do a pretty good job of getting into the seam. So you can set up something like this as well. And if your opponent is in fact playing a hard flat style defense, you will notice right away that Sertan is going to get run off by the streak, and then Hester is basically just a possession catch free form in the center of the field. So again, watch how B gets out so far in front. I could just throw this ball right here, boom, and it's just going to end up attacking in the middle of the field. So you can delay attack the outside, but you can also delay attack the middle of the field as well in the seam area. Now, of course, another area where this can be useful would be kind of as a trail route combo. So we haven't even talked about motioning this player across. But before I do that, make sure you guys are checking out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. I have my full gun bunch tight end offense in addition to my 1-4 defense on the website right now. All game plans included at the low charge of $9.95. And on top of that, you get weekly updated vault tips, which are focused on the meta or the most effective tactics available in Madden. This is what pro players are doing and how to counter it. You guys also get access to the Discord channel where we have lab sessions every single week. Best deal in the tip space, $9.95 a month for all that. Weekly updates. We don't stop updating the site just because the NFL season's over. We are 365 days a year. Go check it out. Now back to the video. So as I just mentioned before, that little plug for Gridiron, we can set up trail route combos with this play as well. So one of the things that I've mentioned is you kind of custom stem this little slow walk route up a couple steps. So that way it kind of jogs off the line before breaking inside. Well, in this case, inside, but outside when we were running the out route. What we could do with this is run a route combo, maybe a streak in a corner, and we have a drag to Olsen. That will be our primary check down. If they lurk that, Hester is going to come in behind. So what we can do here against this same exact blitz is make the user have to commit to the tight end. To mimic this, I'm going to go ahead and man up Parsons, or their imaginary user, on him, okay? And then we're going to motion snap our player across the formation, so that way he will break over the middle on this route. And what you'll find with this is that that'll pull the user right away, and then Hester will then break over the middle, and you can throw this, you know, a little bit in behind as a trail route. You know, the timing and the spacing that you're going to get is going to be much better than a motion drag, for instance. So again, just to kind of elaborate with the follow concept, if you take this route up to about 10 yards, you'll see here he gets this kind of slow walk off the line, and then he filters in behind. And what you're doing is you're trying to make the clear out in the middle of the field with Olsen, so that way the player follows, and then he comes in right behind. And this allows you to set up some middle attacking elements with this motion as well. One of the other things that I do want to say before we get up out of here is that you also have this C route, and the C route is very unique in that you can actually run kind of like a runoff combo with this as well, where instead of using the slow jog route, we're actually just going to put that on a streak. I love what this C route does on this play because it does kind of bend over the middle, makes the user have to guard it, and then it breaks to the outside super flat underneath of a deep zone as well. So you guys can flood with this C route combo, and you motion this C route, you're actually going to notice it doesn't flip, which is pretty cool in its own right. So you can actually stem this down, turn it into like a little circle route out of the backfield. Again, one of those little things that you can do against this hard flat meta that just allows you to freestyle and be super unpredictable with this. So again, here, you're going to be in a spot where you can kind of, you know, manipulate the user, maybe have a flat and a zig to the other side, make that user go over here. And then, you know, you look for this route that breaks in behind right here. And then one ball carrier move, two ball carrier moves, you might be out for a touchdown. So make sure that you guys take a look at this play, Deep Smash. Honestly, I've criminally underutilized this play this year, especially with the amount of zone that people run. This will add a motion component to my offense that I probably should have installed a little bit sooner. But I really, really do like this play, and I wanted to share it with you guys here on the YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We'll hit you guys with a short this afternoon, or we'll see you guys tomorrow with our next long form upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.